Where's the button? This one. How long has it been since I've streamed? Holy what? Hi. There's my camera. How's it going? Good morning. Fuck. Hold on. I get... Hi. Happy Friday. Good evening. How's it going, everybody? How are you guys doing? Oh my god. That's just how my day's been, you know? It's a morning-ish kind of day. How are you guys doing? What's up? Happy Friday. I feel like I'm forgetting something. And I don't know what it is, so... Oh! I remember! Give me a second. Doop-a-doop, boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop. That and this and there we go. Boop. Okay, I remembered now. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Ooh, that sounds fun. There, thank you for the 5 bits. I appreciate it. I've got you covered. Welcome, Australians. Good morning. Yes, thank you, Form. Absolutely on top of it. Sorry about the buffering earlier. Don't know what's going on with my network, but it's totally me. I hope you guys have had a good Friday. I've had a day and it's been great. But it's almost the weekend and that's fun. So I think we're gonna just like pop right into the D&D-ness. Go from there. If that's cool. You guys ready? Okay. You're talking about how you like your steaks?
Yeah.
I like steak. How do you like your steaks?
Okay, well, I have this thing, like, since childhood, like, we used to get, like, the cheapest steaks for steak night because, you know, we weren't rich or anything. So I still eat London broil.
What's that?
Which it is the toughest cut of steak you can find. Except for, like, skirt steak. But the way he cooks it, it's still, like, pretty tender. So it's not as bad. But when I eat it here, at home, I like the one with the
I'm a medium rare kind of gal. What are you guys
Medium rare,
doing?
always.
I don't have my alerts turned on. Did it work?
I mean, it showed up as stream elements, but I was trying to come up with something fucking super witty when you're like, "Oh, hi, are you guys ready?" And I'm like,
I'm sorry.
Can't
Hold on.
focus.
I gotta just let me go
Because
back
we're
to
talking
here.
about-
I need to.
Because we're talking about steak.
My internet's shitting the fan again.
I'm gonna be. This is my oral fixation straw,
Here,
so you're
there
gonna
you
see
go.
me chewing the shit out of this tonight.
Nobody look.
Alright.
There you go.
You said shit in the fan.
Nobody look, Ratty.
Yeah, I don't know what it's.
Nobody look.
What's
Uh-oh.
the? Jay, thank you for gifting a sub, and Husher, thank you for the.
Friggin' sword, okay?
Got you, fam.
Is this? Am I buffering really hard? I don't know what's
Yeah,
going
you
on
are.
with the stream.
For me.
Sword.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
buffering for me.
It keeps buffering for me.
It's a sword. Okay, there. No more dick. No more dick.
Oh,
What can we do if it's buffering to make it like funny? Oh,
We can. I mean, I don't know, Doctor
What do I
Overdose.
do?
You know
Like-
jokes.
like,
some
does
puns.
this look funny if it's buffering? Like, what like funny shit can I do if it's buffering? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Did
It's-
you hear
it's
about
so
the
far
Italian
behind.
chef who died? He pasta away.
Pasta
Stop
away.
it.
fuck.
Haha.
Pasta away.
How do you make a Kleenex dance?
You
A
put a
what?
little
Put a
boogie
little
in it.
Buggy in it.
Oh, a tissue.
What's the least spoken language in the world?
Oh, I know this one. I know this one. It's sign language.
Sign language.
Well
Got
played.
her.
Look at her. 10 points for Gryffindor right there.
I'm Ravenclaw.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
10 points for Ravenclaw. Why is there a Gryffindor, not a Griffin window? That's what I want to know. I mean, I play Hogwarts. I mean, I'm in Gryffindor. I'm a fucking Harry Potter fan. Okay, I'm a Potterhead.
I couldn't
Not
even
really.
name all 4 houses if I tried.
let's keep it off the stream if possible. Okay.
The stream that is totally not sponsored by a Monster Energy drink. I gifted
Hashtag
you
not
people a
sponsored.
sub. Okay,
3 months of it.
3 months
a
a sub,
I didn't do anything to that video, by the way. So
which basically costs
Delicious.
like about 2 of these, right?
thank you so much for the tip. By the way, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
I think it's good now.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Is it being gooder?
It got gooder, yeah.
It's good. God gooder. Sometimes you
God
just got to get
good.
good.
Are we all just playing Elden Ring together?
We want to watch Silent play
Oh,
play it. We can just watch
watching me
Silent play
die for
Elden
about 10
Ring.
minutes.
I need to
That was
reinstall
all.
that.
Playing is a strong word.
3 hours of recovering.
All right.
I thought about doing that, Taylor. I thought about doing that when you kept asking me, like, what do you want to do? You want to play a game? I should have been like, Elden Ring, and you're going to carry me through the rest of this bitch.
would
That's
do
my
that.
birthday present.
I would do
The
that.
whole game, you're going to carry me through. I'm only
I
in the
would do
third
that
area.
for you. I would do that for
Oh
you.
my, oh God, that would be so miserable. I mean, for you. Because
No,
I'd
it
be
wouldn't
like,
be.
where do I put these points at? And my
Plus, like,
strength
even if it
build?
was miserable for me, it's your birthday present. Like, it's for your birthday, so
That's
My boy today.
exactly what I was going to have her
Whatever you
do for my
want.
birthday.
Fuck, Nick. We should all have the same goal. Like, yes. See, the worst part about it is you always have to have invasions at that point when you play co-op, right? That's like the worst part where you're always going to get, like, some invader
Can you
who wants to
can
go
you
eat on.
play cross new games in Elden Ring? I don't know if like if you're, I mean like new game plus. Can
I'm
you
pretty
go
sure you
into
can.
someone's new?
I don't
First
know.
game?
I
don't know.
I don't see why not.
I know in some of the Dark Souls you couldn't.
Have you seen the people playing Prop Hunt now? Since you can have 6 people in multiplayer.
No, what's prop hunt?
They're using Mimicsville and playing Prop Hunt in like different sections. It's you know how with Mimicsville you can like mimic things around the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just turn into them and you try to sneak past people that still notice you anyway.
That sounds fun.
But
That's
they
what I
all
would do
go
when I would
into
get
like a
invaded.
certain area, and they use Mimicsville and they try to.
That's
Yeah,
so
one-
cool.
One person's it.
I love
We should
that.
do
That's
it.
so cool. Did you say 6 people
6 people now, yeah.
In co-op, really?
in Elden
Mhm.
Ring?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
We could all play together.
Why
I thought it
we
used to
doing
be. Wasn't it
this?
3? I thought it was 3, and then you could. I thought it was just 3
6
people.
now.
Why are we doing
The
this?
seamless
Hold
co-op
on, was it
mod
6 or 8?
lets you add a shit ton of people.
My God, just
And you can
run
play the
around shitting on
entire game.
everything.
Yeah, but here's the thing: for every person that you add, the bosses get harder. Not just
So,
the
yeah,
bosses.
it just keeps scaling. Just keeps
Everything
scaling
gets
everything.
harder. Like even Margit is like
Is it
ridiculous.
Is it cross? Can you do cross-platform in Elden Ring, like
I
PlayStation
don't-
to PC
I don't
co-op?
think so.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know if it's crossplay. Potatosaurus, do you have it on? You have it on console or you have it on PC?
I have it on PC. I wish it was
It's
on
not-
console.
I have it on PlayStation.
Why would you wish it to be on a console?
Because I fucking hate my computer right now.
Oh well, that's okay. That's a fair reason.
I
Yeah,
hate
that's a
my
fair.
computer.
I
Plus,
was
it's
like,
just a
hold
lot
on.
easier to stream when you can do whatever with your mouse and you don't have to alt tab out of a game.
This is no longer a D&D stream. This is a let's talk random. This
We react
stuff
to-
stream.
React. A bunch of random people react to a bunch of random shit,
So a podcast.
Oh,
or a jazz band. Technically, it's just 6 people playing their
I'm
own
kind of
music
in-
at the same
I
time.
mean, that sounds like fun. That's where people come up with their best ideas, right? It's like collaboration and I don't
And
know.
listening,
Also, I feel like this.
because
Never mind.
Ice is back with a brand new edition.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry.
You
No,
just have to
stop.
do it.
Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new edition. Okay.
You had to do it again.
I just wanted to make sure that we're all having fun. We're having a good time here. Okay.
Hey, we
We're having
haven't
a
died.
good
So
I mean, not yet. I'm totally waiting for some murder hoboism to happen in D&D though.
Who
Pretty
I
hasn't
feel
soon.
like it's
died?
gonna be me.
I mean,
I did blow up some kobolds.
None of
That's
you have
close to
actually
come
died
to
yet.
murder.
You
I've
have
been
not had
really
to worry
close to
about it.
dying.
You've
I
been
mean, I
really
was
close. You've been the
on those
closest.
death rolls.
I mean, the benefit though to you, mother truckers, for something to kill you, they basically have to hit double your hit points in one attack. And so at that point, there's not a whole lot that's going to hit you for
Dragons can.
112. Well, they can, but they did not, right? So there is that little piece right there. Kind of iffy.
There are a few enemies that could still kill her.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But like when
Let's
after a couple
not
more
meet
levels,
them.
not really. Like I mean,
You,
nothing.
you don't
that's-
want to meet the
Let's-
lich that knows power
let's-
word kill?
What's a lich? I
Beep.
don't know what that is. I'm
She's
going
like,
to look
what's a
right now.
lich? A lich is
What's a
something that's
lich?
How do I
undead.
spell it?
L-I-C-H.
L-I-C-H.
All I could think of is lychee, that delicious fruit.
Can you hear my husband back here?
Yeah, liches are pretty baller.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I've seen games where people have played as a lich, like as a which was interesting.
Cute.
Cute.
Cute?
Adorable. I really
He's
would like to
cute.
hope we match with me on Hinge. That'd be great.
I don't know what image of a lich that you're
I
seeing.
know.
It's
Like,
cute.
is this some type of like Harry Styles kind of lich that the rest of us
He's
haven't?
adorable.
The
He's
D&D
adorable.
Beyond picture of a lich is not adorable.
That's the one I'm
What?
looking at.
The guy in all red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think
Oh,
that's
yeah, he's so
adorable?
cute with his bald head. He
Look
just
at
he just
him.
owns his look.
Is
He's
The
it's fucking
skull.
like, yeah, he's fucking terrible. Like,
I don't know what
Here.
you mean. He looks awful.
here, look at this guy. Look at this
He's
fucking
so
looker.
cuddly.
Look at this guy. You see that?
I'd hug him. Let's show the wrist of him.
What
I mean,
the
look
hell?
at his he's
Why
got
would
nice
you
big
hug
hands.
that?
I
I'd hug
wouldn't hug him. Hell no.
Yeah, totally.
I'd want him
Yeah,
on my
Mark.
side during a bar fight. I mean, if I was in Denver and I got into a bar fight for some reason, and I was like, "Hey, there's a lich."
I
like,
mean-
if I-
No, if he's on our side, then yeah, great. But chances are that's not on our side.
That's terrifying.
he looks quite unhappy, in which they tend to be quite unhappy.
Maybe
Um,
it's because everybody reacts to him the way y'all are reacting to him.
Oh yes, it's our
think
fault.
we
He's the
react
fucking
this way
victim with his
because
he looks.
phylactery.
You know, I'm sorry. The army of undead around him is why I'm reacting the way I am, not because of how he looks.
I'm gonna close out of that.
Yeah, go ahead and close that. Go ahead and close that lich, that beautiful lich picture, because we don't want to ruin anybody's dinner that they're going to have later on. I wouldn't really necessarily say that liches are cuddly.
They
I
are.
mean, Sure, yes, Daddy Lich needs loving too, but like he can go elsewhere to do it because he's not a happy guy. I mean,
this Switch looks kind of good. Hold on,
I know what kind of. I know, like now we're all kind of everybody's googling Lich. I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
know
well,
what's
this-
gonna happen because
one
there's
looks
some
like
creative
a
fan
model,
fiction out
kinda.
there. There's gotta be.
I just posted it in the Discord chat.
Oh my god, I'm gonna go look at this. Well, what do we got here?
She looks like a model. Like, hold on.
I mean,
I mean,
Which chat?
in the Discord
video
chat right
chat.
here.
I can't open that.
Oh, we have to do rollies.
Oh yes, rollies.
I was letting you guys get it all out of your system. We're getting all peppy,
I want to
getting all
kill something,
happy.
man.
This is the most caffeine I've had in like 4 fucking days, so I'm about to be wired out of my gourd. Oh, good. But yeah, so do we want to do a recap? What do we want to do? Because I mean, I could talk about a recap. We were traveling across.
Poll for the recap.
We're going to
what do we
Revel's
do?
End, right? We're going. You guys hopped on
Yep.
some. You hopped on some dog sleds, right?
We fought off some Yetis.
You ended up fighting across the Arctic tundra on your way to Revel's End. You ended up getting to a battle with some highly perturbed Yetis. And fortunately for them, they were on the losing end of that battle, and they decided to get their little baby Yetis out of there, and they fled, which you did not murder them. And it was really nice that Potatosaurus decides to drop a little punch one in the buttocks as it runs past, trying to get to its little babies,
That's me.
just reminding it who's boss. And now those baby Yetis have sworn a blood oath against you, and they'll come back 20 years when they're all grown up, and they're going to be hunting for those people who picked on my mommy and daddy Yeti. Maybe. But they're Yetis, so they're not that smart. But yeah, they ran off into the woods, and you guys took a long rest, if I recall, right? Recovered your hit points at a mother trucker, taking a little bit hit point action. So it worked out pretty well. And we're on our way to Revel's End, right? We are on our way to Revel's End so that we can try to coerce prisoner number 13 for the key to the vault. Our clan Assbreaker. Right, or clan axe breaker. You've been hired to go get the key from prisoner 13. And so you were really only about a night's, half a day's journey from there. After the battle with the Yetis, and so the sun had set. You guys had taken a nice little break. You had already kind of found shelter earlier, so everything's pretty hunky dory. And so now, if there's any questions about anybody have any questions about what we did last time? Yes, ma'am.
The last thing I remember is we fought the Yetis, and that's literally the last thing I remember.
Yeah, you had taken a long rest, if I recall, too, because you all took a long rest.
Yeah.
My question was more so about that document that you added, because I don't know where it's at.
Yeah. So if you go up to the top, you should see the little journal.
Yeah.
And if you go under the journal, you should see a one that says player journal. Right? You should see a folder that says player journal. And then you should see one that says general info. You see the folder called general info?
Yes.
And there's the Sword Coast.
Yeah.
And if you go in there into this,
thank
like,
you. Oh, it's beautiful.
It looks good.
Oh,
I made chapter 0. The chapter 0 is the characters, right? Then the world at large is like the map, which takes forever to load. And then Revel's End is your map for the prison.
Oh my god, it's beautiful. Thank you so much.
And then you can also, you could click on these bad boys too and get like fuller screens. Boom, you want to see what your boy Fizbin looks like? Your boy Argentum? It's me, your boy Argentum, coming at you live from Behemoth's Temple.
I fucking love this. This is amazing. I'm so happy.
Right, then we got this one, of course, for Silent.
Oh yeah.
And me. Hello. God.
Yeah,
right.
not just Silent.
Hey man, I thought this one came out pretty well. This is one I did for Airy as well. I might tweak that one a little bit. I thought this one came out pretty well. But and then you've got Joseph, the other half owner of the bar of the Drunken Spud Tavern that you guys bought half into.
The Drunken Spud.
Right. The Drunken Spud.
That's
and then we've got our sassy picture of Prisoner 13.
I love the tattoos.
I love it.
Right, we got our picture of Prisoner 13.
She looks real good, but like you could never trust her.
No, never.
I mean,
You do
she got
not
those
want
angry,
to.
pouty lips too, right? Like you don't know if she's like she wants to go
She's
out for like a drink
gorgeous.
or if she about to just fucking shank you, right? She looks very unhappy. The
What
eyes
do you
came out
mean?
really
I
well,
would
man.
totally trust her, because if she told me she was gonna kill me, I would believe that.
I would believe that shit. Oh, well, yeah, brother. So then you got, but so this there is a way, and you guys can do it too if you want to. But like you can edit it. You can go in and add things if you want. If not, just remind me, and I'll try to keep this updated because I like playing with AI and trying to come up with like
Oh, this is dope.
interesting
Thank you so
pictures of
much.
people. But hopefully that will. I've got to come up with a better one for Varnoth and Tarak. They're not really that important, but you notice I put Spark Render at the top. I'm like, "What's up,
Yeah.
Spark Render? You gone too soon? Gone too soon, bros. Pour one out for Spark Render, okay?" I miss that guy. He was a what? You don't like me? You don't like my Jersey voice? What? What you doing?
Jersey? Your Jersey voice?
Oh God,
Yo, Dead Silent. What's going on, bro? It's been a while. It's been a minute. How you doing, bro?
we're not doing this.
You're not doing that tonight,
We're
bro?
doing
Come on,
it.
bro.
You wanna
Nah.
do it? We'll do it.
Come on, bro. Come on, squad. Let's go down to the boardwalk, man. Let's go. Come on, let's go down to the casinos,
you
man.
so
Let's go.
good at
Let's go.
that?
Let's
What?
go roll some dice, okay? Let's go roll some dice. Come on, bro.
I love how your mouth just like goes on like a little, like a side.
Like, this is how I normally talk. This is how I always talk. I don't know what you're talking about. This
You're
voice
speaking
is
out
be
the side of
faking
your
it.
mouth. Like
This
a,
is
like-
how I'm trying to fit in right now. But this is the real me. I don't let people see the real me all the time, yo. It's okay. Right? This is how I am. This is how my parents grew up. This is how I am. This is how I do it.
I love
You don't
it.
like it, yeah? I'm just like, whatever.
I love it.
But okay.
Whatever.
But now that we're getting ready to arrive at Revel's End.
No. 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 I'm so
she was
sad
fine.
right now.
Everything was fine until we're like, and scene.
Are we gonna do
She's
rollies
like-
now?
She's like this fucking guy.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
please.
do some rollies. All right.
Forget about it.
I'll forget about it.
Forget about
What are you
it.
talking? What are you talking about? It's me. It's Tony Lasagna from the neighborhood.
This is so loud.
It was, yeah, it did just give me that.
It did kind of jump up there too,
I
didn't it?
did.
My
Oh,
ear
well, that's-
holes.
All right, so let's figure out how we're gonna do rollies today. Because I mean, there's only 4 people. There's only 4 of you, so it's really hard to come up with new, unique ways to
You
do
just gonna
rollies.
keep.
Okay.
Okay, we're Boston today.
She's like, "Fuck, I lost my cockies in my cockies.
I did not hear car keys.
I lost my car keys in my
I
khakis."
did not have a clue what you just said. I thought you were
Lost my-
trying to say Takis.
Oh, I mean, Takis are
I
good
have
too.
Takis.
I know what Mother
Yeah,
Trucker
you're
thinks she
different
heard,
Takis.
and that ain't this kind of stream, okay? I'm a gentleman, yo. Why don't you buy me a drink first? All right. So let's see who. I'm gonna do rollies. Okay, so we're gonna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna roll one time against Garmy first. Let me clear the chat out, and we're just gonna do. You ready? You ready, Garmy?
Let's go.
Alright.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Fuck. Okay.
You wanna do
So
it?
I
Let's
rolled
do it.
terribly. All right. So Garmy's gonna be in round 1. All right. Mother Trucker, it is your turn. Roll once, please, Mother Trucker. All right. Okay. Well, all right. So we'll do it that way. So yeah. So Garmy against Mother Trucker. Let's do this, and then it will be Potatosaurus versus Sad Silent.
Ladies first.
I'm no lady.
Did you just say I'm no lady? What are you
I
then?
don't
She's
know
like-
why.
She's like, talk about yourself, okay? All right. Brea wins the first
No judgment.
round.
You be you.
Just be yourself, yo. That's all we do here up here in the Northeast. We just be ourselves.
Oh my god.
Stop
Like
it.
you just gotta be a
Well,
true,
no,
just
I-
be a true self, okay? Just be your truest self. That's all you gotta do. Be true to you. All right, so we've got Brea win round 1, Garmy wins round 2, and Brea wins round 3. So it's 2-1. Oh,
Hey,
coming
I
out of
don't-
the gate.
Ooh.
All right. Well, Brea
No.
won that one. That's how that just happened. Okay. It's all right, Garmy. Well, you know, on the upside, Potatosaurus, I think you're gonna win this time because Silent only rolls strong on the first couple of rolls, and then it's just
Yeah,
downhill.
downhill from there.
The,
Yep.
the dice are just cursed that way.
At least I'm consistent.
That's true. You have, I mean, over time, the same thing happens. It just isn't always good.
Who's going first?
Oh, she's got the beanie on. She's feeling it. She's like, yeah, man, he in Jersey.
I'm just
It's
more so
cold.
like not feeling my hair, so I want to cover it up.
I mean, I have the same problem. That's why I wear a hat, right? I'm feeling my hair.
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah, let's. Okay, Yuki rolls first.
Ooh.
All right.
Ties.
Didn't
You
count.
0-0.
Dear God. Oh, okay.
One for
Yeah.
Yuki.
17. Goddamn! What the
Two
shit?
for Yuki.
No,
Oh my!
watch,
Is it
watch
gonna
you,
be?
watch you just win. You're gonna sweep now. Called.
2-1?
See, look,
What the hell
always
is going on?
consistency.
What the fuck? 2-2.
Dear God.
Oh!
wow.
So close. Oh man. I was actually really worried that was going to go back completely the other way, and that all that effort rolling the dice was not going to pay off. But it paid
It
off
happened
today.
before.
It paid off today. Paid off today.
Um,
Like, all right. So, Mother Trucker, you go first.
oh, so close. Okay. Now I'm gonna come back with a sweep.
Oh.
I lied. I lied.
Really?
Oh,
All right.
oh. I mean, they call Brea the bus driver because she taking them kids to school. All right, you see that?
What?
You never heard that before? They call you
No?
the bus driver because you're taking them kids to school. They just schooled them at dice, you see? Just schooled them on rollies. Just straight up like
okay,
schooled
I
them,
get
schooled
that.
them.
Okay.
All right, so let's see here. Let's clear that up. So, it's me and Mother Trucker. All right, so. All right. I'll roll first. Let's see what happens. Oh, 16 out of the gate.
Oh.
Oh, she getting sassy back. She getting sassy at me. She getting sassy.
Do you see how cute my dog is?
Oh.
Our dog.
Aww.
Our dog.
Our dog.
Okay.
Would you like to stop that? Okay, can you stop tying with me? I want to be a winner too, okay? Fuck. Okay, so Mother
Okay.
Trucker is 1-1.
Oh, you should get that.
Someone's at the front door.
My wife will get it.
Hey.
Mother Trucker is 1-2. This is some bullshit. I don't know.
Hey.
What the?
This means I'm gonna die again.
Nah, I know, right? Like, oh, who puppet master? It's time. It's time for you to go. All right, let's figure out a good boon here. All right, give me a second here. We're gonna do something with magic. I want to do something with magic today for your boon. I was thinking about it earlier, and I hadn't picked a spell, but we're gonna give you a spell.
Magic?
Some type of magic-y thing.
I don't
So-
know how to do that.
Well, it's a boon, right? So you'll be able to use it without any type of. We're gonna make sure that there's not going to be any type of dependency on it, other than whatever your potential, spell casting ability might be for the School of Magic. So let's see here. Give me just 1 second here. We're gonna figure one out. Well, that's pretty cool. Hang on a second. Yeah, don't be afraid. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm looking at the spell list. It's all good.
Wow. I can't.
Are we gonna be starting today? I guess the next morning, the morning of us first getting to the prison.
Correct. I still have like half a day's journey, give or take, to the prison. So I was thinking about this. This is kind of powerful. You're only going to get to use it once. I don't know. I mean, it lasts for a minute, so this could be incredibly good for you. You won the rollies. You don't get to give it to anybody else. You can cast this. It is a 3rd level spell. This is a good spell that Garmy's like, fuck, this is some bullshit. Why can't I one? The blink spell.
Ooh.
Blink? Oh, I think I know what that is.
You roll a
sorry.
d20 at the end of your turn for the duration of the spell. On a roll of 11 or higher, you vanish from your current plane of existence and appear in the ethereal plane. The spell fails if you're already on that plane, which you are not on the ethereal plane. At the start of your next turn, when the spell ends, if you were on the ethereal in the ethereal plane, you return to an unoccupied space of your choice within 10 feet of the space you vanished from. If no unoccupied space is available, you appear in the nearest unoccupied space chosen at random. If more than one space is equally near, then you can dismiss the spell as an action. So you have to actually take an action to dismiss the spell. While on the ethereal plane, you can see and hear the plane you originated from, which is cast in shades of gray. Not that kind of shades of gray. And you can't see anything more than 60 feet away. You can only affect and be affected by other creatures on the ethereal plane. Creatures that aren't there can't perceive you or interact with you unless they have the ability to do so. So basically, you can blink out of existence and blink somewhere back in between turns for up to 1 minute.
Yeah, it essentially also kind of adds 10 feet of movement for that round, because you can appear 10 feet away from where you disappeared and then move.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you're kind of
walk
like
me
blinking
through
in and out of
this.
existence.
Is that a bonus action?
It's a.
No, well, she would cast
Since
it
it's a
as an
blink.
action,
Right,
but
it is an
then
action.
for the rest of the time it exists, it just is. So it's not an action or a bonus action. It's just at the end of her turn, she disappears. At the start of her turn, she just appears 10 feet in a different direction.
Oh,
and then can
interesting.
execute her
Okay.
turn as normally, and then disappears.
It's a really
Wow.
annoying spell.
It sounds
Makes
fun.
you really hard to hit.
It's a really annoying spell for a dungeon master because they're gonna pop out somewhere and you're like, I mean, it's cool because it gives you tactical versatility in a fight.
Here's the downside to that, to the barb having that. If the barb is disappearing, the barb can't tank damage for the rest of us.
Sure, because she's gonna blink out at the end of her turn. If she chooses to.
If she chooses to.
Right.
So I can't cast it on anybody else. Just
This
This is a self. It is a
cast.
self spell. It is a self
right.
spell.
right.
And it is not concentration.
And it's verbal and somatic, so technically you need to be able to scream, I don't know, abracadabra! And make a cool little hand gesture. I mean, I don't care what it is, but like, both.
Just let
And
me
then,
off.
no, I don't know,
It could be that you just flick off the guy in front of you and say goodbye, and that's your activation.
These
scream.
bitches.
Yeah. I know Taylor likes it when I do that one. So yeah, so that'll be your boon, right? It's usable only by you, and the reason I say that is because this shit is like a level 3rd spell,
Yeah.
so we kind of want to be like everybody can use it whatever they want. But boons have to be good, that's why you want to fight for those dice rolls. That's why Silent, you were so strong. You went so strong. You went hard to the paint. And then I mean, my rolls suck too, don't worry, I lost all the time too. Just kinda get used to it.
Yeah, but did you get a natural one?
So if I cast, do I get
No.
like advantage?
I
Because
did.
they don't know where I'm going to reappear, right?
Ooh.
No.
No.
Oh, oh.
You don't
you
get
don't get
advantage. You don't know where you're gonna reappear necessarily either,
You-
right?
The bonus is
wow.
they can't hit you.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't. I mean, it's kind of one of those things that we tease people with when they play hard games like Hollow Knight and shit. And their advice is like, get hit less, hit them more, and that's how you
do
win.
have a.
This
Actually,
makes
I
you
wanna
get hit
correct
less.
You
I'm
said
not
she
talking
doesn't have a
about
choice if
you,
she
I'm not talking
appears.
about you.
She does have a choice. The 10 feet space she chooses is of her choice.
Sure, but she won't get advantage by choosing that
No,
position
no.
unless you happen to blink back in where you're flanking an enemy,
Yes.
and then you
Okay.
could get advantage on that because you You tactically were able.
Or
to
you
use that.
could blink next to an enemy that someone just knocked prone, and then you'd have advantage against that prone enemy. So you could use it to abuse the layout of the battlefield, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of get meta knowledge of it because you're in the ethereal plane. You're kind of like looking at it from a different perspective. You can see what's there and what's happening, and you can hear what's there and happening. You're just not present.
I'm just not there.
You're having like an out of body experience.
Okay.
Right. But I mean, other than physically, your body ain't fucking there. Other than that, that part there's too. My dogs are harassing me. Can we do our 5 minutes right now so I could take these jokers out since they're all like licking my feet and everything? And it's
Forget
starting to kind of bonkers.
about it.
Wait, come on, yo, it's me, bro. Like, come on, I just need
bro.
like 5 minutes, okay?
Yeah, that's good. Whatever you need to do. I guess that means I need to feed my dogs now, huh?
Go, go, go.
Omni, thank you for the roasted garlic cream tortellini with shrimp.
Oh wow.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Shit, now I'm at
We got a
work.
pizza coming in about an hour. I scheduled it for delivery at 6:30.
I have steak.
Oh my god. I can so do that.
Yeah. Steak does sound really good.
I am a huge fan of steak. I love steak. It is the one thing that I could eat every day of the week.
I keep telling that Omni, just like set it up and I can give you things. Like I'm happy to like pay for people's foods. I tell him that. Nobody does it. Okay, well if this is our break. I'm gonna go feed my dogs.
Okay.
You guys want to entertain everybody? Are you going
Sure.
to? Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll talk.
Just
What
sit
are we
here and
talking
wait
about,
until-
guys?
we'll
Just sit here and wave.
until they get back. No.
Oh, I know what we can do. I know
Okay.
what we need. Give me a second.
Oh,
I know
trying. I know
exactly
what you're
what we
doing.
need. Huh?
Hold on. I think I know what you're doing.
Do you?
Maybe? That's what I was doing earlier and I forgot. If we're doing the same thing.
Oh god.
Free cow song.
It sounds more obnoxious through that speaker.
Dance. Dance silent.
Oh no, it's not happening.
Bob your head.
No.
Free cow song.
Woohoo. We broke the system.
I'm like looking at the Domino's menu. Someone stop me. I'm not doing it. No.
Why?
No.
Pizza. Pizza. What else are you gonna eat?
I'm just trying to eat better in general. It's very difficult when you like food so much.
Yeah,
So get the vegetarian
give
pizza.
up. Wait,
Right?
goat song. There's a goat song?
It's sheep, right? I thought it was sheep. Yeah, there is one back here. About the same guy, sheep.
Wait,
Go
there's a
back
sheep
to
song?
YouTube. Oh.
Cow.
I have my speakers up loud, so this is from another computer.
Who is this guy? We need to like employ him.
He is
Jay Swarma.
my hero. Did you find it?
I'm looking for this. Oh, here it is. Sheep.
It's literally the same thing.
It is.
Oh god.
I thought I would go my whole life without hearing that.
They got a free cow song a minute ago.
What do you mean they got a free cow song?
I don't know.
We played the cow song for them.
I didn't say that.
He just downloaded like the whole album.
It's just-
It's kind of a hack. Like if I just want cow song, I just have to, you know.
we broke the system. You can't have our time.
I can mute you. Don't make me.
Our tots are ours. We're taking them. Taking them back.
It's muted.
You did
It's
too?
gone. It's gone.
The small pizza wouldn't hurt, right?
Badgers, badgers, badgers.
No.
Badgers. Badgers.
What is that?
All I know is we don't need no stinking badgers.
We need to remix the cow song and the sheep song so it's cow, sheep, cow, sheep, cow, 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 sheep, sheep, cow.
We just need our own version, like the farm animal.
And then
animal
every
song.
once in a while, it'll have a chorus. That's the chicken.
Oh my god, people are gonna think I'm a fucking farmer trying to date out here.
I now have a sudden desire to download an audio editor.
I'm like, suddenly the farmers only group jumps into the chat.
You don't have to be lonely.
Oh my god. All right. I went and found some cheese because I'm kind of hungry. All right.
So picking up the next morning, can I roll my portents for the day?
Please roll your portents for the day, Mr. Dr. Overdose. I didn't mean to remove your doctor title. Almost called you Mr. Overdose, but I didn't want to.
I'm not a real doctor. I'm sorry to inform you.
Now he's a Mr. Doctor.
False advertisement.
I'm okay with those rolls.
Okay.
How far away are we from the prison or the place that we're going to?
About a half a day's travel.
Okay. I'm also going to change my
Proficiency?
I forgot it was called already.
Yeah, you're able to choose a different, like...
I forgot the name of it though. Was it
yeah, what's the word am I thinking of? Because the words are escaping me today.
Whispers of the Dead, that's what it's called. Yeah. I'm gonna take it from survival and put it back into persuasion.
You get to choose a skill to have expertise in every day too, right? Is that what you're doing?
It's not expertise, it's just proficiency.
Yeah, you want to be proficient in something you're not already proficient in.
Yeah.
Like
And you're
charisma, so you can steal all the legs.
Exactly. My
We're
We know
still
what
in some
we know.
legs
We
and
know what
days.
silence fetish is, going for the legs all the time.
-1 persuasion is now at a +1, so that's good.
Might be useful for when you try to infiltrate the prison.
That was the idea.
So this is the morning of. Let's establish. Remember what our plan is when we get there. Because I think we've planned it out a little bit, but let's make sure we're on the same page. Because I swear it feels like weeks since we've talked about it, but it must have been just yesterday when we were on the road.
About 13 days and 19 hours, give or take.
2
And yes,
years later.
Please discuss amongst yourselves so that your DM knows what you're planning on doing.
So, our plan is, you two are going to interrogate Brea. Yuki, you're going to interrogate. And Karast and myself are going to watch from somewhere nearby where we aren't seen, but we can see them. If Warden can be there or not, doesn't matter. We know when I'm going to read her mind, but maybe we won't have to. Does anybody have any questions about the plan?
No, I found the questions. Okay.
I have a question.
I'm all
Are
good.
there
to go.
questions?
Does she know?
Yeah, he typed some questions out a while ago.
I can't remember if she's going to know that we are dealing with
The Assbreaker clan?
Varin.
I don't think so. She has no knowledge of who we are before we show up.
It's only what
We
we tell
should
her. right?
make plausible
Okay.
identities.
So are we going to
That's a
tell
good
her that or no? We don't want her to know
I think
that.
not.
Really?
If we're working
Well-
for them, she might not trust us.
Exactly.
We need like a secondary motive to kind of get her on our side.
We can be criminal justice students, come to interrogate prisoners and learn about their motives. That sounds like a good scholarly reason to go
we got
here.
some motive right here,
Dr. Overdose.
I feel like we
Yeah,
don't
I mean,
look
you
at-
could. And remember, so to kind of go back, because we haven't talked about it in a couple of weeks, right?
it's
So he gave you a lot of information. One, Varen gave you different information. One of those things is that he knows the rotation schedule, and so instead of trying to play around with time and crap, and nobody wants to do that, like, you will arrive whenever the next shift rotation will be there. So if you want to try to infiltrate as cooks, we can do that process, or you can go in and just ask to meet with Prisoner 13 or Corda, right? You can go in and ask, because he told you that you can just go in and ask, say, hey, I want to have an interview with prisoner number 13, I want to have an interview with Corda, whatever. Like, you can do that. They're not going to deny you that. They'll say, okay, go have a seat. We're going to, go get them. It's going to be a bit, right? And then, but remember, he did tell you, if you want to interview and sit down and talk to her, he will be present in the room. Like, you don't get to have no conversations without the warden present.
Right.
Right.
I think we're okay with that. What we want to make sure is that the area
You
where the
don't know who
interrogation,
you are.
the place where the interrogation takes place, that like I can cast detect thoughts on them, and I'm not necessarily in view of them, but I can see them. Like, I'm thinking of a one-way glass scenario, but I don't know if that's going to exist in this world. But it has to be. I know there's anti-magic areas. So it'd have to be somewhere where there wasn't anti-magic.
Sure. So if we let me bring up the
So I mean, that's this thing. I don't think we care if the warden's there or not, because between the thieves can't and detect thoughts, I don't think we need a direct answer. Hopefully we can get away with this without Prisoner 13 knowing we've learned anything, and we just walk away and it's good to go.
But
Worst
hopefully
case
we learn.
You
scenario,
should
we
see
can't
the map,
get
right?
anything.
Yeah.
So
Worst case
remember,
scenario-
like,
Yeah.
the red areas are anti-magic fields and arcane locks, right? The dash line that goes around it are the general patrol routes. This is what Varric told you, right? The general patrol routes for the guards takes the guards a handful of minutes to make one lap around, right? As they walk, and then there are guards in the surveillance tower, right? Who can see the doors to all of the cells, right? So they can sit there in their little security booth in the middle. And so if you do want to have a meeting, yeah, you could try to probably do something.
I thought our meeting
Right.
was going to be in a different area.
It would be in the meeting room off on the
Yeah.
left-hand side of the
Yeah.
picture,
Yeah.
right? And like this picture always just kind of makes me laugh because I feel like it's underground, because I don't know why, but I always think that the top is like dirt and we're under the ground, but it's just a top-down view.
It does
So yeah,
kinda
so the
feel like-
anti-magic, that'd be cool, right? But the
It
anti-magic
does kind of look
spells-
like this is describing something underground, yeah.
right? Because it's like a little like porthole from the top, and you kind of like. Take
But then you have the notice saying that it's 160 feet down to the dock,
I
so...
know. You're like, wait a second. So we do have the guard towers at the corners, right? And then you've got the guard tower in the middle, and the meeting room is going to be off to the left. But you do have about half a day's travel before you get there to kind of talk about how you want to try to enter it. Because I think you said something about that, right? You want to like have some type of cover.
I think the plan is, if we can't get what we need out of the interrogation, worst case scenario, is we would come back for that shift change that night and bust her out. And I think we have a plan for that too, sort of. I think our original plan is just meet with the warden and say, hey, we want to interrogate prisoner 13. Can you help arrange the conditions we need?
Yuki, you're gonna have to do the talking, because
I'm
I
like
don't-
looking up examples of thieves' cant right now, just like slide some shit in there.
I mean, I say we ask, look, if you had one shot,
One
just one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, in one moment, would you capture it?
I just let it
Mom's
off the boy.
spaghetti.
Or just let it slip?
Oh, he just scratched the inside of my nose.
Oh, that sucks when it happens, because you're gonna get the runny nose and the runny eyes.
Oh,
Look how happy he is, though. He's like, I'll play your D&D, mama. Let's do this.
you're gonna have to.
We poop on everything, and then we chew what we don't poop on.
Brett, I think there was a reason we wanted you there. I think you have the better
It was the persuasion, right? 'Cause
persuasion, yeah.
But do you
If
have better
nothing
persuasion,
else-
or do you have better intimidation, or both?
But the idea would that be that Yuki would be talking and you would be rolling with advantage because Yuki would be helping you or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how. We said something, but it was like 3 weeks ago.
I mean, why don't you play her a tune? You got a +4
How can I
performance.
flute for her?
Like, hey, prisoner 13. Do you get conjugals?
This cow.
Oh,
Oh my god, the conjugals. I mean,
Conjugal visits.
Wait, what's
I
that?
wouldn't be opposed, but
Yeah, that's let's just
don't
say
Google
let's just say conjugals are like if you're a prisoner and you're married, right?
you get alone time.
You get alone time with your spouse for like every now and then. If you're on
Okay.
good behavior, they call it a conjugal visit.
Interesting.
Don't ask me though. I don't know anything about like fucking tear tattoos and other shit. So like I try to stay out of prison because I would not do well. Okay, I would not do well.
Same.
So you are okay. So I'm sorry. So have you guys want to decide? So well, we can ramp it up a little bit here, right? So as you as you want to determine how you want to do this, you guys hop back on your sleds, right? And Airy, you guys bundle up against the cold. And after about half a day's travel, nothing really significant happens. You weave your way through, icy tundra and across crevasses, but nothing that's going to hinder your journey. And then as you approach the prison of Revel's End, perched on a high cliff above the sea of moving ice on the coast is a bleak stone fortress that's just carved from a gigantic blade-shaped rock, right? And a central tower looms above the rest of this fortress. And you can see the light leak from arrow slits in the walls. And 4 small towers rise from the outermost corners of the fortress, and you can see in a distance guards walking across the tops. So, so there are different approaches, right? So you could go around to the north and approach, and also, you can also approach from the south if we bring the map back up. If I could do that again.
I think since our first play is to meet with the warden, we just approach from the front door.
True.
Yeah, just knock.
Apparently my dogs are done eating. They wait for me to be doing something.
I need to open it.
I'm so nervous. I'm bad at keeping a straight face.
I'm gonna be the one in there. I'm nervous.
Yeah, it's mostly Yuki and Brea.
I'm just there for the rolls. Just
Like right now, I'm copying pasting all these questions, and I'm trying to squeeze in these words.
Well, I left the beginning kind of blank for you to throw in whatever thieves' cant you wanted at the beginning.
Did I tell you guys that Gimli lost 4 teeth?
No.
Oh, his puppy teeth.
All in the front. He looks like a doofus now. Because he's just got gums in the front.
Look how good he's being.
This is a wisdom saving throw.
I don't know, you
Okay.
probably can't see him, but...
Are we using our real names?
No, we should think of fake names, fake identities. So, everyone think of a fake name for yourself. Oh. I'll be Perry.
Oh gosh.
I'm going with Dirk Diggler. Thank you.
Oh my god.
You guys remember that movie? That's a classic. Classic
Yeah.
Wahlberg. Classic Wahlberg.
I'll be Roll Yat.
No, did you
Well,
just put
I
your name
mean,
back?
I'm not gonna. We're gonna be careful that we're not officially
Roll-Yat?
sponsored by the other roll yet. This is a temporary roll yet. Don't worry, I tell people I go by Nasaj sometime. Just Nasaj.
Why can't I think of any other girl names right now?
Because of the
Couldn't
Giggle
either.
Bush, Mother Trucker. The Giggle Bush.
You're not wrong.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Last Saturday, I had the most amazing fucking nap, though. Like, I'm pretty sure the dogs licked me to make sure I was still alive.
Aw.
That's how deep that nap was. It was so good.
Well, so we have Rule, you said? Ross, what did you say your name was? Roll something?
Roll
Roll
Yat.
Yat.
It's Taylor backwards.
Roll yet.
I'll be Amon.
Oh,
You'll be who?
It's my name backwards.
I didn't hear what you said.
I didn't hear it either.
Oh, no, it's a joke. Amon is my name.
Oh, I moan? Oh, we're going
Yeah.
for it. There's no going back on that one.
He's
I'm
like, I
Ivan.
moan? What'd
That's
you say?
stupid.
I moan, you moan, we all moan? What you talking about?
No take backsies.
No takesy backsies, he says.
Yuki, what name will you go by?
Mort.
Mort.
That's
Hold on.
that's apparently the word for a woman in Thieves'
Mort
Cant. So if she understands that, then we're a step in already.
Damn.
That's
Write
ridiculous.
this down there, I'm
Underscore.
We could all make our names that. Or
Oh, well,
that doesn't make sense.
all the
though, but-
rest of these words just are kind of weird, unless someone wants to be like a pigeon or. Oh, wait. Bess,
I
Betty,
just kept
Ginny,
this simple.
Jimmy.
I just said my real name is my fake name. Y'all all got complicated.
Taylor didn't seem very elvish to me.
What?
Maybe we shouldn't say I moan. She might look at us like we're weird.
I mean, think about it. You look at there's other names that are worse than that, but there's like an important character in Pathfinder's name's Imoen, so it's kind of like whatever.
Yeah,
It's
that's
whatever
Just
you
that
want.
I'm Moen. I'm Moen.
You can go by toilet
wait,
paper, like ain't
Moen.
nobody gonna know.
only boy.
I'm gonna call you Kate. Apparently, that's one of the names for a lockpicker, which is
Who's Kate?
you're
You.
Kate.
My sister.
I'm Kate.
Yeah, Kate,
You are
welcome
Kate.
to your new name.
It's
Party
a
Wars
Thieves'
chosen.
Cant name. So
So I have two names now?
Oh, you're just
no,
Kate.
you're just Kate.
Oh, your
Okay.
last name can be Imone. This is Kate Imone.
Kate, I'm
Okay.
Moen.
Hey, that moan.
Kate, look,
Just own it. It's yours now. It's
I
part
wrote
of
it
you.
down. I wrote it down.
This is your life now, Mother Trucker.
Next character.
Okay,
Now,
now
what
why
did
are
you-
we here?
Yeah, who are we? That's important.
We weren't hired by the.
Because we are kind of an odd group to be together.
Exactly. Well, she only sees the two of us right now, so she wants to.
I mean, if there's a possibility that we can't do the setup where me and Crossed are watching them, but they can't see us, I don't know. So we might all be there, but so there is that chance.
True. Okay.
And can you cast your spell like inconspicuously to read her mind, or
Um,
can you stand behind me if we're in the same
I'm
room?
fairly confident that I can force the spell upon her today.
Okay.
Can we just say we're
Meta
detectives?
knowledge with my portent roll of 5, unless she has a really high wisdom saving throw, I could just dig into her brain and get whatever I want.
Okay.
Why are we here?
Well,
So
you
we
can
all
read
going now?
surface. You can read surface thoughts, right?
No, I can read surface thoughts if I don't drill in, and that doesn't require a saving
Which
throw.
spell are you going to use?
Detect thoughts.
Detect thoughts. Okay.
When initially cast, you learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what's most on its mind at its moment. If I probe deeper, that's when it has to make a wisdom saving throw. And if it fails, I get its insight into any of its reasoning, its emotional state, something that looms large in its mind to worry over. If she succeeds in that, then the spell ends. But at that point, they will know that I'm dragging it through mine. The idea is I don't have to do that. I don't have to dig in. I cast it, we ask some leading questions, and I just learn it because she happens to think about it.
Don't think of a pink elephant.
Yeah. And I think...
I said, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
I was going to say, I have an idea as to why we're there. Maybe one of us is kind of like... not super law-abiding, and this is like a wake-up call. We like needed to take them here, have him talk to a prisoner and be like,
fucking scared straight right here. I like it.
I was
like
about to say,
ask
it
them
sounds like
why they're here.
We might need to
and like
reword
just
some
so
of the
that
questions.
they can show that whoever is maybe on the evil side, like, you're going down that path and you might end up here, and like, is this how you want to end up? We could do something like that.
So are we all going now?
We might be. We don't, not necessarily.
I was.
We don't know what type of. We don't know what the layout of this meeting room is. Is there magical one-way mirror that we can see in the room without them seeing us, like one-way see-through glass or something?
If the chief
I can
person
hide you in my
who
coat.
lets us interview her, we could just tell him that we plan on telling her lies, so that if he hears something that sounds a bit weird,
I suggest we tell the warden that we are coming to interrogate her and get information about this.
And we're going to be telling her lies. So if we say anything that sounds weird to him, that it's all just a part of the ruse to try to get her to, cough up some information. So we could just tell her that we were hired by the prison, by the warden, as detectives, and we don't work for anybody else but them.
I am here to roll.
I suggest that a kind of a combination of plans, because we can do kind of both. The whole play of, we're trying to scare someone straight could easily be something that we're trying to throw into Thieves' Cant or something to try to say, yeah, this isn't what's really happening, but this is the play we want you to perform as we go through this.
Can someone send me the questions?
They're in our secret campaign chat.
Well, I thought so.
They're in the don't let Husher read that shit. Don't let him meta the meta. That's.
But I don't see him.
Scroll up to my post on the February 19th.
Okay, I see it
questions
now.
for the ass breaker prisoner.
Okay.
And we can totally modify those questions. Those were just me spitballing.
Okay.
I leave that to the questioners to...
Questioner.
The thing that I do want to do is keep that one question as, like, that's when I'll cast the spell. And I won't probe deeper unless I need to, but that's when I'll start reading her mind.
Something
and getting those surface
really
thoughts.
Trying to figure out what it is. I don't know what the smell is. Something smells weird, though.
I took a shower, I swear.
You remember that, according to Rex, the hole made in the floor and scared Gimli and had to evacuate the house? Is that what it is?
No. I don't know what it is. It doesn't seem like anything.
Usher looks so confused. I think he missed that moment.
Dude,
don't
I
know
am
what
so
it-
moody that I just have avoided talking to people for like 3 days so that they don't say some shit, and I'm like, "Are you fucking stupid?" And then I get fired. So like, I try to listen. Sometimes I deal with stupid people, and when I talk to them, I have to remember that I get paid to give them advice, but I also get paid to shut my mouth. So
I already have it.
I didn't hear it. I try to listen in. I've tried to be present. I'm really sorry. I'm a terrible mod. I try to be present and pay
What?
attention,
No,
but
stop it.
when I
Shut up.
don't feel
You
well, I
don't-
just
no, stop it.
You're great.
But all I know is that I hope that when I'm Form 52's age, that I have the fucking mouse clicky skills that man does, because like there's like a spider sense that tingles with him, and he's just like
Form is OP.
Like all problems get solved suddenly, and I'm just like, the dude's fast.
So we tell the warden a version of the truth, still giving our fake names, but we've come to interrogate her. We're going to be lying to her. But to prisoner 13, who are we trying to set straight? Which of us looks the youngest?
Either
Probably
Yuki, maybe?
Kerr.
Me?
Yeah.
I can tell you who it's not here.
Maybe.
It's definitely not Garmy.
Garmy looks a little bit like he's got some mileage on the motor, just a little bit.
I don't know that I would be that like intimidating though.
Well, it doesn't need to be intimidating. It just means someone who's mixing with the wrong crowd.
But do I?
just need to be
But do I seem like somebody that would be like that?
I mean, we can work with you. We can
Just
change
slouch
some
your
of the
shoulders.
clothes, add some fake scars, maybe paint.
Maybe like
paint
ever
your
since
face
maybe ever since I got my dragon. Ever since I
Yes,
ever
we
since
maybe
sword
paint
tattoo.
some. Yes, we paint some fake dragon tattoos all over you.
ever since I became the Drake Warden, maybe I've changed a bit, and I just like want the power.
Who
or
has skills
something.
with makeup?
Who has skill? Not me.
I mean,
How old
I
is Steven?
did
That's a good question.
draw a
Steven is invisible.
masterpiece on Yuki's face.
Well, get to work. You have. Well, I'll sit on the cart here and draw some fake tattoos and make her look real tough. So it'll be the three of you going in, and maybe I'm just the concerned
I'm
older
going in.
friend who
Okay.
helped arrange transport.
We'll wrap you in a blanket and you can be Yuki's baby.
I don't think I'd be a very bearded baby.
He's got Benjamin Button syndrome.
God damn.
Sorry. That was honestly the first thing that popped in my mind. I'm sorry I'm like this.
Okay, so I guess I'll probably just like keep my mouth shut, act kind of reserved and off-putting, and like, why am I here kind of attitude of you guys are all against me, I guess. So I probably won't say a ton. That way it's more what's the word? That way they buy into it more, maybe?
And like when you have to talk, you have to be like snarky.
Yeah. I can
I think
try
I
to
like
do
this
that.
plan.
I have no promises, but I will try to. I will try my very hardest.
Yuki, you're probably gonna have to rewrite some of those questions to fit this new narrative.
Run it by me one more time, because I've already been rewriting some of them just to put a few thieves' can't words in the
Intimidating,
first few
yes.
questions.
So, for the warden, we're going to tell a version of the truth. We've come to interrogate prisoner 13. We still give fake names. But for prisoner 13, the two of you, Brea and Yuki, have taken your young friend who's mixing with the wrong crowd
How are
to
we friends, though?
set her straight.
Is that weird? Like, is that going to be believable? How did we all become... Like, where did we meet? She's probably going to ask that, right?
We're all from the same orphanage.
Oh.
This sounds so
And
made
you've
up.
been
And you
friends all
run the
your life.
orphanage.
Yes, I run the perfect. And
Wait. So Brea and Yuki are a part of a Scared Straight program?
no, are both of you?
We're friends with Kerr, who needs to be scared straight, and he runs the orphanage that we all lived at. That's how we know each other.
Oh, we're going to her to scare Corral straight?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is so interesting.
This is the weirdest plan. I did not see this plan
This is
coming
the
together.
weirdest plan, dude.
I love it though. That's D&D at its heart, is making crazy, stupid plans.
This is okay.
We need to share our campaign chat after this,
well,
just so everybody knows how far off we were.
What the original plan was? Yeah.
If that's the point of the visit, then it's like, why would we still be interrogating her if this is what we're here for?
This is true.
But
It's
the
true.
interrogating has turned into, like, well, why are you here? Does that align
More
with...
of a conversation than
Does
an
that
interrogation.
align with, like, the path
Yeah.
that Carouse is going down?
It doesn't have to be an interrogation of Prisoner 13. If we can get her surface thoughts to think about what the issue, how to unlock this door, or where a hidden key is, or whatever.
But how do
then
we get into
great.
that? Maybe
we just have to.
Maybe it turns from like a scare me straight to like a ooh, this sounds exciting. Where's the treasure at?
Now, why are we specifically asking for Prisoner 13?
Because she's the only person who knows that. We'll let the warden know that we're working for a clan assbreaker, even. Because I mean, the warden's gonna know why she's in jail.
Okay.
I mean, we can tell a version of the truth to the warden. A version of the truth. Anyway.
Okay, I'm wrapping that. So, we knock on the front door?
Yeah, we knock on the. And
how do you want to?
We'll see how well this plan flies out the window.
I kind of feel like Garmy should be the one leading the charge now.
As the well, I can lead it up through talking to the warden, but when we get to the interrogation, I should be quiet and, if possible, out of sight.
I feel like it's very bold to kind of anticipate her to actually go along with this, though. We need you to scare someone straight. Like, what reason would she have to agree with that?
Like, wait a second now.
Because she's been in jail for who knows how long. And this is like a nice little breath of fresh air of like childhood and kids and like, oh, I can probably take advantage of these kids. Like, let me tell some real scary stories kind of thing. Maybe. And maybe she doesn't give a shit.
That's what I'm
Or
saying.
we can just stick with the original questions and just go in and not give Prisoner 13 any explanation. She doesn't need an explanation of why we're there talking to her. We're just there to talk to you. You're a prisoner. Do what we tell you.
So in Thieves' Cant, my original, what I started writing out was that we were just hired by the prison here. And then I was going to refer to the warden as like a pigeon, which means a gullible person. Just to, at this point, I've used so many Thieves' Cant words that within the first 2 or 3 questions, we'll know whether or not she actually understands Thieves' Cant. And then if it seems like she's not picking up on anything, I can just pass. So go to the regular questions, I guess. We'll see what Garmy can pick up.
No.
And at the end, I guess I'd have to signal you if I get what we need. We can come in and I'll stop the interrogation and we'll just leave if I have what I need, or we'll take what I need or whatever. I don't know.
He's getting in there. He's getting sassy. He's in there.
If I can't figure it out, How do we tell you to go to the backup plan of telling her to find a reason to be in the hospital that evening?
Pineapple.
What?
Yeah.
We have a secret word. We have a
Pineapple. There you go.
We have a what's the word?
Safe
Code
word.
word.
Code word.
Safe word.
Safe word. Yeah, we have a word.
Oh, I have to say something about pineapples. I'll
Oh,
think
we
of
were going to
something.
have a written note at that point. And Steven was going to like sneak it into her pocket or something.
Yes, if needed. If I don't want to promise her that we're gonna.
Paper floating.
Is
that how that
hold on
works?
to it. Yuki can hold on to it like until like the very last second, and then do like a sleight of hand check to slip it to Steven. And then maybe he can put it on her at the last second while the warden is distracted.
So I'll
by Brea dancing or something.
I'll pineapple if I don't get what I. How about this? I'll say pineapple if I've gotten what I need, and I'll say. What do I say if I don't have what we need?
Watermelon.
Mango.
Watermelon?
That reminds me
Pineapple, good. Mango, bad.
That reminds me of an old.
But I
Saturday
really
Night
like
Live skit.
mangoes. I like pineapple too.
There was an old SNL skit with you remember Mango from what's this guy's Chris Kattan, right? Wasn't that his name?
Yes,
Garth,
I do know what you're talking about.
He played that character Mango, right? Everybody loves Mango, is like super fabulous, and like Garth Brooks like falls in love with them when Garth Brooks is like what is the host of SNL at the time.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Yes. I had to look it up, but yes.
Yeah, I really like mangoes, so I don't know how I feel about this, but I'll play with it. I think we got a plan.
Use kiwi.
Kiwi, yeah, nobody likes kiwi. Kiwi is bad.
I love kiwi. What are you talking about?
Kiwi and mango are both.
Okay, what's a fruit that nobody likes here? Coconut?
Yeah.
I fucking hate coconut.
What? Coconut?
Yeah,
I
I'm just gonna say that silent.
Doesn't matter. I'm against you anyways. I'm the dungeon master. I'm against you.
Coconut.
You do whatever you want. I like coconut.
Coconut is like F tier. Like if you tiered all the
coconut.
As in like superior tier? Is that what the S stands for?
F,
superior tier?
F.
Oh, F tier.
F.
I'll say something like if I'm going to plan B, I'll say something like this lady's got a head harder than a pineapple. That'll work. Or coconut. Pineapple is plan A. Coconut's plan B. I know.
already confused.
Pineapple is good. Coconut's bad. Nut, no, N. There. Yes.
What? One more time.
What?
Pineapple is good. It means I got what I need. Coconut's bad. It means I don't. That we go to plan B and we sneak the note.
Okay.
I think we're all set. We knock on the door of the prison.
Note. Pineapple. Leave.
Yep. Possibly leave.
Okay.
Depending on what knowledge I get via pineapple.
Coconut.
Coconut. There you go.
Coconut.
So we're just gonna say in the meantime, Yuki is already
ranch if you got it, barbecue sauce if you don't.
Oh my god, ranch. We hate ranch. Live from Potaytosaurus FM here live on Twitter.
Love ranch.
I'm just gonna say Yuki has written the note already, just in case we get nothing and we need to sneak her out later, and she's put it in her pocket. And she's gonna take this opportunity to summon Steven.
This one shot. This one opportunity.
Jesus Christ. She's not letting this.
How long can you keep Steven summoned for?
It lasts an hour. I don't think it'll take.
I would wait.
Okay.
So how are we doing this? How you guys want to come in? You guys going in through?
We are knocking on the door.
Here we go. Well, let's go ahead and boom. This is what I was doing. So hopefully you should see this, right? Don't be all crazy dragging yourselves. You're gonna be down. Go to the bottom. You're down here.
Oh, I thought we were gonna be coming in from the other end. It doesn't matter.
Well, that's why I was asking which way you want to go, because I'll just move your tokens over there. I can move all y'all at once. Do you want to come in from the north or the south? Because
whatever's the front north,
we're gonna get redirected all the way down here anyways, because this is the stables. Right, and you have sled dogs, so remember you got your little sled doggies.
Yeah, let's go from the south.
So, you're greeted at the door. Because you're correct, on the north side of the dock, right, is, the north side's the dock. But in this case, since, you've approached Revel's End and the guards spotted you, right, and they meet you down here, a stout dwarf and a dwarf friend. And they lead you to the stables, right? And so you can actually, put your sled dogs away and store your gear. And before they let you, go beyond where the stables are, because if you look, there's a door right here, right? So you could go in the stables, but you got to go back out to the man trap before you can get back inside, right? So what's happening? Oh.
I just sent you a message with the thieves' can't words, so if she does actually understand, then you can understand,
Oh dear.
Okay. Yeah. No. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate that. Okay. So now, the guards do meet you, right? The guards do meet you outside, and they ask, "Hey, what's your business here?"
We'd like to speak to the warden about talking to a prisoner.
He's like, "Okay, we could take you to meet the warden. Not a problem. But you're gonna need to disarm yourselves, and we're gonna store all of your weapons for you while you're in the prison. But here," and they lead you to this door. There's a nice warm stable. Keep your wonderful pets, right? Your sled dogs and your sleds can be stored here.
Wherever they make us pile up our stuff, I'm going to run a little wire around our stuff, and I'm going to ritually cast alarm around our stuff so that if anybody messes with their stuff, I'll instantly know.
Okay, yeah, not a problem. That sounds like a good plan to me.
And I assume they don't make us leave our coin pouches and stuff, correct?
No, they just need you to disarm your weapons. Now, if you want to try to keep a weapon, you can do a sleight of hand check to see if you can hide something on your person. Just as a...
Oh, well, Yuki's
just want to make sure I have a copper coin on me.
Yeah, they're not going to take your money from you.
I want to try to keep a dagger on here, so I'm gonna do. Hopefully that was enough.
I'm just imagining Bea trying to sneak Girthquake.
So yes, you do successfully seem to hide a dagger on your personage, Yuki, while they watch you put all of your other weapons away. Now, however, you do need to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, no, hang on. We were doing a wisdom save. You need to do a wisdom save because of your murderous lack of control.
Oh, yeah, over the fucking Wakizashi. I forgot.
With your Wakizashi.
And my wisdom is shit. Okay. It's a saving throw?
Yeah.
Oh.
Natural 20.
So you feel like this connection to the Wakizashi, but as you set it down in your gear inside of this, alarmed area, you mentally promise it. Don't worry, I'm gonna come back for you. Don't worry, it's just temporary. And then it seems that the passion, the energy inside of you, the hatred of all living things, kind of eases away, and you both feel comforted. You and your Wakizashi, knowing that, like Tetris, your pieces will fit together again soon. Okay.
Oh,
so romantic. I'm in love with this thing now.
A love story.
What? This looks delicious. All right. So yeah. But you are able to. You do hide your a dagger, normal dagger, whichever dagger you want on your personage, but they don't notice. And so they say, okay, we will get the warden for you. And then they lead you, and I will drag you guys over there. They lead you to this room. We're all moving.
Oh, whoa, okay.
So they lead you to the actual meeting room.
How thick are these walls?
Those walls are like 10 feet thick, and there are no windows.
Damn, 10 feet thick.
Those are some.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're 20 feet. They're 20 feet tall, but they're about 3.5 feet actual thick. Yes.
Okay, it's still too thick.
That's still really thick. Damn.
It's a prison. It's a prison. And then and
is the wall Are the door thinner?
I mean, I would still probably like several
This is
inches
important
thick.
for my spell, damn it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's still several inches thick, but not 3.5 feet thick. You know.
Is it metal or wood door?
Hold on. That's actually a good
Is it
question because I
lead?
need to go. Hang on a second. I gotta go look that up.
Rock?
Hold on a second. I gotta go look. There's actually an answer here. Hold on.
I figured there would be.
Stop yelling at me, man. I gotta go look. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
She said, "Uh-huh."
The doors are reinforced iron.
But you said they're only like an inch or two thick?
I mean, they're reinforced iron doors, so I would say that they're probably a few inches thick at least.
You say it's more than 2 inches thick.
To be a fair person, I will say they are exactly 1.98 inches
There
thick.
you go. That's
reinforced
what I needed
with
to know.
iron. Okay.
There we go. So my spell will work through the door. Got it. Cool.
Oh god.
Are there any slits in the door?
We're turning into Warhammer players right now. Like, get out your rulers and can you get line of sight on me? Yeah, so I'd say they're right around 2 inches thick. Your spells probably work through it just fine. There's no window on it, but it is reinforced. It is reinforced iron, and these doors are all locked.
When it comes time, if we're meeting the prisoner in this room, I'm gonna be right outside the door.
By yourself?
Yeah, probably.
Hey, go, go.
That's just barely in range. That's perfect.
God damn it, dude. Come on, let's go. Come on, go. In the kitchen, let's go. Come on.
It's almost like they thought of preparing for this type of possibility.
How dare they?
Oh, sorry, Silent. You still rolled a 20, but yeah, I'm sorry. It was just a skill check on sleight of hand, but you still beat the shit out of it. That's my fault. It wasn't a saving throw. I'm done. I'm tired. Leave my brain alone. All right, so they've secured your animals. They've led you here to the meeting room. But several minutes have passed, and you've noticed that they've said they're going to go get the warden. However, the warden is not here yet. So you're left alone in this room.
Okay, sorry. I am like back now. He's been driving me crazy. He's locked in the kitchen. I'm good. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries at all. So, yeah, so you're here in the prison, and, the guards tell you that they're going to get the warden, but it's probably going to be a while. It's been, a few minutes, and the warden still hasn't shown up.
So we just have time to kill?
Well, you have time to decide what you want to do. Do you want to wait? Do you want to try to sneak and talk to prisoner 13?
I was gonna say we should sneak over there and just take a look at the cell. Let's see if
we do know where her cell is.
You do know where her cell is, and you can bring her map up whenever you want. If you want, I can bring it up again for you right here.
Can you turn Yuki invisible and let him check?
I think that area. Let me look at that map again. I think if I do that, they would become
alerted.
Okay, the hallway doesn't have the anti-magic, just the cell. Okay.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I could.
But won't they be weirded out if they come back and Yuki's all of a sudden not there?
That's my thought. If we're playing this legit up front, then we just
Not if she went to the
best just to
bathroom.
wait.
Oh, maybe I went to the restroom, the little ninja's room.
We had a long journey here.
Where's the little ninja's room? Where's the little ninja's room? Hold on, let me find where that's at on the map. No, seriously, where'd that go?
Is there a restroom?
I mean, there's like the mess hall, kitchen, armory. I mean, there's a privy. The privy is actually, if you look on your map, it's up here.
Uh-huh.
That's where the bathroom's at. This is a storage room, right? Which if you want to explore. So tell me what you want to do, because you do have some time. They're gonna go get the warden, but apparently they are not the fastest dwarves. So they're like bebopping around while you guys are doing shit.
Army's content to just wait.
Yep.
Okay. So like after, a few minutes, passively, you can hear some faint walking past the doors if guards are on patrol. Right, so they're not just static in the dungeon.
I want to stand outside the door.
You can stand outside the
hallway.
door. Go ahead, move yourself up.
Hallway.
Yeah, do that. You can stand there.
What's the
Is there
ladder
a
in the room
chair,
with
or
us?
is there? I was about to ask if there's any chairs or tables or anything.
Yeah, I hadn't quite gotten there yet. So yes, in that room. Give me 1 second here. So there's a large rectangular table with a single chair on one long side, and there are 3 similar chairs on the opposite side. So it's a long table with 3 chairs on one side, 1 chair on the other side. And there is a iron hatch into the ceiling. That ladder does go up to it. Right.
Should we look?
What's
I
up
kind of
there?
want to go poking around up there.
If there's a table and chairs, Garmia is just sitting at the chair, kind of like pretending to be the frail old man, just kind of sitting there.
We're in the face. Okay. Yuki's gonna peek up the ladder and take a look to see what's up.
As you climb up the ladder, because this is like a 20-foot tall wall that you're climbing up right now. You notice that it is locked, and it is locked and latched. It's a reinforced iron hatch, and you cannot budge it when you try to open it.
Can I do a thieves tool check?
I would recommend that you would probably, let's just put it this way, I'll save you a step instead of making Garmy cast things. If you remember from our conversation with your boy Varric, Assbreaker, this is locked. A lot of things in the prison are locked with an arcane lock spell. Right? So, you can't really pick it.
Use tools on it regularly. We need like anti-magic.
Magically, it's magically locked, not mechanically locked.
Okay.
However, that doesn't mean that you can't try to beat the living shit out of it.
Yeah.
You can still attack it. Right? You can still try to break it.
You don't want to make too much noise and draw attention.
Yeah, probably not.
What the heck? Okay, so we're just gonna leave it alone then. I don't want to draw attention and then like get us in trouble.
Yeah, it's a prison, right? So there's guards patrolling, and Karausta's sitting outside, and she's watching, and she's nodding, and she notices that about every 4 to 5 minutes, a couple of dwarves come popping along the hallways. Sometimes they come from the north side, sometimes they come from this side, and it seems to be sort of random. So we're assuming that you've been waiting about 15 minutes, at this point. So do you guys just want to pass the hour and wait for the warden, or do you want to try to sneak over and try to talk to prisoner 13 in her cell?
If you'd like, Yuki, I can turn you invisible.
Do you think we'd be wasting that spell slot?
It would not entice me. I can do invisibility once per long rest, I believe, without casting a spell slot. Without using a spell slot.
I say we go for it then, if we got nothing to lose.
Yuki's invisible. Don't be too long.
She just ninjas down the hall. Okay.
I want to follow.
Wait, where was 13? Hold on, I already forgot.
I think
Now I want to become this character that's all.
That was that one? Oh, I'm down here.
Be careful to don't get too close to the cell.
True. Now do I just roll for perception or?
Well, as you approach, so let's slow down for a second here, right? So and let's kind of just reiterate, because I know it's been a couple of weeks. So you do have a map that he gave you, and that Vera gave you, right? You can call up at any time, that same map, and you can use it to unlock one door at any one time.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
right.
I forgot about that. Oh yeah.
Now remember, though.
Save that.
Well, hold on a second before we get all crazy with that shit. Like, remember that there are guards who are in this tower and may observe you unlock a door literally right in front of them. Right? So, now remember, when the door is open, it disables the anti-magic field, but you can only open one door at a time with it. So as soon as you open another door with that same skill, it closes and reactivates the anti-magic field in any other cell. Now, you could probably still talk through it, but you would not absolutely want to open the door and go into it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could, but the guards are probably going to notice that. I mean, I'll roll to see if they notice it, but I mean, it's going to be a pretty easy check for their perception.
Are there any like slits in the door? Is there just like a barred window we can just peek through? What's it looking like?
Yeah, I mean, there is a let's go take a look at that one real quick here. So we're talking about that specific cell, right?
I also
so
have a quick question. Is I know that wow.
What?
My brain stopped working. Yuki is invisible right now, and if Yuki attacks anything, the invisibility goes away. Is it the same?
She does any action, pretty much.
Okay, so it's just
so
an
she
action.
can pretty much
so
move and talk.
If she unlocks that door, will the
Good
invisibility be gone?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry. Say that one more
If
time.
she unlocks the door, will the invisibility be gone?
I don't think
Is
from a
that an
free
action?
action. No. Like
Oh,
unlocking a door. Like I would say it probably. I don't think it actually. If I said it before, like, I mean, you got to call the map up, which takes an action. So I could say you could call up your map. Nobody else can see the map. Remember? So when you call up your map, nobody else can see it but you. I would say that you can, and that takes an action because you can't do it if you're incapacitated. So I could say, yeah, you could bring up the map in your mind and like magically select the lock, right? Because remember, you got the pieces of the stone that melted into your palm. So yeah, you could call it up and unlock a door, and that would be your action. You could probably still move afterwards, right? You can still move, but
So would the invisibility? That means that invisibility would be gone, right?
I don't think so. No, I don't think it would be gone because I mean I don't think it's a spell that was cast on Yuki. I think it's Let me go look at because Garmi's away, right? Let me go take a look at the.
What the heck?
Spell.
Rico, thank you for the raid.
Yeah.
Aww.
And
Yeah,
Avenge, thank you
the
for
spell.
The follow and the subscription. I hope
The
that
spell
you're-
ends once they attack target.
So
Or cast a
just
spell.
a spell or an attack that breaks the invisibility, so I can open the door.
Correct, because you're not casting a spell or attacking.
Okay.
So you could just open the door.
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't, but
I mean, there are guards who sit right here who can't
long
see you
does
right now, but they're gonna
how long
notice when
does
that
the,
door opens.
invisibility last in general?
Invisibility lasts
1 hour.
Yeah, 1 hour.
Did we say that there were like a barred window that we could look through?
I am confirming that right now because you are. Let's see.
Maybe you should go try to find the warden and see what's taking them so freaking long.
I was gonna come back and just relay the information of the cell to you guys first, and then try to put together a further plan. Like maybe we should slip her like a preemptive note ahead of time, or we could go and look for the warden to see if the dwarves aren't just fucking around.
So the door is basically think of it like a prison door, like you would have at like prison. It's a barred gate.
Oh, okay,
right?
so we can see right through it then.
So I mean, you could probably talk through it and everything else. Like it's latched, it's locked with an arcane lock spell. While it's closed, the anti-magic field's in place. Like, and I won't make you roll Arcana for this. The anti-magic field will disable magic for anything that is magic that is not from an artifact or not given by a deity. Right, so basically any other spell, like it'll break. So your invisibility
if your hand goes through those bars,
it'll break.
You'll turn visible.
Would it be possible to just kick a note through the gate without going past it? Just kick along the ground.
Hold the little paper airplane and just.
Yeah, I would say, right now, you're outside the cell. Like she can't, Corda can't see you, right? Because you're invisible as shit.
What is she doing? Is she just chilling?
Yeah, so like, hang on, let me go get this back up. So there's inside of the cell is basically it's a cell enclosed by former like thick steel bars, right, bolted to the back wall against the back corner of it, right. Our bunk beds with a thin mattress and a waste bucket that sits next to the bed for them to do their business in.
She gets a bunk bed all to herself.
I mean, she's all by herself too. Yeah, she gets a bunk bed all by herself. And the room is actually illuminated. Hold on a second. Where'd my Give me a sec. So like there are lights, like magical lights in this whole area where you're around, right? That illuminate inside the cells from where they're at, right? And give me a second here. Yeah, so I mean, she's basically just sitting. I mean, you can see through the bars that she's like a, short, stocky female dwarf. She's covered in tattoos and sigils, and she's just sitting there in her cell, perfectly patient, just sitting on the bunk, sitting on her thin little mattress, not doing anything.
She looks so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. She's pretty cool. So she looks lost in thought of what you could see at like a surface level without making you roll insight or anything else like that.
I have half a mind to just say something so she hears Yuki's voice, but then nothing else. And then later on, when we do the investigation, she'll recognize that voice and she'll know something else is up, even if she doesn't understand Thieves' Cant.
Go for it.
Maybe. It could work against us just as easily as it could work for us, though.
True.
Might depend on what you say.
Like maybe something like sly?
Maybe something partially in Thieves' Cant.
Oh, God. Some of these words.
Alright, so what are you gonna do?
Yuki's gonna report back to the others first. She's gonna just quickly dash back.
You're not gonna say anything to her?
Not yet, just because I want to make sure that we're all in on that first. Like, do we all agree we should do that? And what should I say,
Interesting.
Or should we do the note
plan instead? Are you gonna have enough time to go back, though?
I mean, it shouldn't have been an hour, unless the war.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's only gonna take you like a few minutes to walk over there and peek inside, be like, yep, there's a tattooed dwarf chick sitting in there, and then you can like walk on back. Right, it's only gonna take you. I mean, you might be gone like 15 minutes, so probably at this point, 25 minutes have passed. Since you guys first got escorted here by the dwarves. So, I mean, you can zip all back over and report back to him if you want. Boom, look at that. The power of love moves you across the map.
Yeah, so she's just going to report all that, report that the prisoner is indeed there and all that stuff. And she's going to suggest the same thing I said. Like, she could say something, maybe relay some kind of code.
I trust you to give her whatever message you think is best. We want to set her mind at ease so she's not guarding her thoughts. So
maybe say help is on the way or something.
I mean, you still have time. I mean, it lasts for an hour, so I mean.
Yeah, I know. I'm like really looking hard through these words, like trying to put together a fucking puzzle in my head.
I mean, you don't have to put together a puzzle for me if you just tell me what you say in Thieves' Cant. Like, that's good enough, right? I mean, role play and get immersed as much as you want. I'm not trying to complain. No, don't overthink it, right? Like in Thieves' Cant, I say
you can just say, "I want to portray this in Thieves' Cant," and he'll let you roll for it. Is what he's saying.
Just tell her you want to, like, you could just go up there and be like, "Look, I want to tell you about this time when I was a Navy captain named Maverick, and a foreign nation was being aggressive and creating nuclear weapons, and so I led a team of fighter pilots. I mean, you could go into all that if you want to, but like you can cover your story with whatever you want, you know. But yeah, I mean, I'm good.
Oh wait, you gave her the note, didn't you?
Oh, he didn't. He didn't give her a note.
No,
yet.
he hasn't yet.
Hasn't
Oh,
yet.
I was just thinking that he could say something. She doesn't know that Yuki's there because Yuki's invisible. Yuki could say something along the lines of, a safe or like hidden. That way she's thinking about it now. So it's like in her brain. So she's like, wait, I think I just heard something about a a safe or like a treasure. So now it's in her brain. She's thinking about it now, right?
Try to plant the earworm.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's the earworm?
I don't know. Treasure, hidden, safe,
Oh, there's a lot of words here for money.
lock.
Well, the risk of that, I think, is putting her on edge. So she's guarding her mind because
it could also be work against us.
Yeah. So I think we should be a little bit more careful than that.
I like how Carouse is just in the hallway, dwarves walking past, being like, "Don't move from that spot, Missy."
I imagine that
You're supposed to be in the meeting room.
I'm like against the wall like this, like with one leg up on the wall and just like leaning back, like that, like all like
laid back.
Why am I? I don't have to be here. You know, like
all petulant, like angsty, like a teenager. Like I'm just here
Yeah,
because these other people made me come. Like,
yeah.
I have an idea. Yuki's going to just roll like a gold coin through the cell, and on one side of it, she's going to write one of these thieves' can't symbols. One of them means keep quiet. Hold on, I'll go through all these, make sure I find the best one. One of them says this is not a safe place. There's nothing to be gained here. Kind woman lives here. Some of these are very specific. The sky's the limit. Good place for a handout. There are thieves about. That's a really obvious one. I feel like we should go with that one if she understands.
That sounds good.
Yeah, there are thieves about. There's a whole symbol for that. It's actually
there is the risk. The only is if we're trying to steal the treasure from her, if that's what she thinks.
That's
but I dig that. I still dig it. There's a good chance that sets her mind at ease, thinking that we're working for her.
With her, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me just.
If we're telling her then yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I mean, we're putting up a show mostly for those around us. For her, we're speaking thieves' cant, or maybe the show. This is a multi-layered plan. I like what we've come up with. It's incredibly complicated, and it's not going to work, but I like it.
Some of these are so cool. A kind gentleman lives here. Okay, I think the thieves. There are thieves about. I think that's the best one. So she knows that if she is a thief, that we're with her. And I'm just gonna like doodle that on the back of a gold coin and just roll it through the gate. And maybe now she has that at the back of her mind that somebody is here who's on her side, and then we show up later.
You're gonna steal her fucking leg too. You're gonna try to like. Just,
Does she have a prosthetic?
Right off of her,
even though it's
not
attached
prosthetic
properly, I might just do it.
I want your shoes, Missy.
I can't wait to pass a guard that has like a prosthetic leg.
Bruh. You know what? We can just make
it get girth break. We're cutting off a limb.
I'm gonna specifically put a store somewhere that's just a leg for prosthetic limbs, and like you can just go crazy trying to break into it. All right, so is this the plan? You're gonna go back over there and roll a coin through the steel grated bars?
Do we agree with that?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, then we're gonna go with that plan.
Would you like me to use the power of love to move you back across? Really?
Oh, I didn't think I actually had to do that, but sure.
Yeah, we're all about immersion here in this game and realism. All right, so. You roll it through. You roll the coin through, right? And she, her ear, she kind of tweaks and she hears it as it kind of clinks and rolls, and it rolls right towards her. And she just grabs the coin and she looks at it and she kind of smirks and then she kind of flips it on the bed behind her and just kind of gets lost in thought again. She doesn't say anything, She just reads it, ponders it for a moment, and sets the coin down on her bed.
Can Yuki perform? What would that be? Like an insight check to see if she can tell that the prisoner understood the message? I forgot her name.
Prisoner 13.
Prisoner 13 or
Corda.
Corda? Yeah.
Or Assbreaker Prisoner.
Assbreaker Prisoner.
Oh, Yuki's insight is shit. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to try though.
Yeah, I could say you could roll insight to see like what did her expression say. Yeah, you could do that.
It's gonna be terrible.
You're like, oh, your expression is, fuck, man. She understood that message perfectly. We're on the same wavelength. We're about to get married and have children. I've already picked the colors out for the wedding. Like, you got it all figured out. Like,
Can you do my wedding now? Because Jesus.
I would recommend probably for you like a cream, probably like a blue. Like, I mean, it just seems nice
Cream
and
blue.
pleasant.
Cream blue?
Cream and blue, 2 colors. Like, you would have 2 colors. Like,
Is it blue or is it gold?
oh god, not that fucking dress shit again. Oh god. I have PTSD right now. Like, you know I don't see
so
Blurple. Blurple is
Yuki
my color.
doesn't know. That's what we're going with, and she's not going to tell the others yes or no. She's
Yeah,
gonna
like,
say,
I mean, I would say, like, I mean, that's meta knowledge, so next time maybe we'll just roll that one blind, so you'll be surprised. But, like,
oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
no, it's fine. Like, at this point, you're not really sure. You can't really commit did she understand it or not. She looked at it, she appeared to read it, she put the coin down, didn't gain anything else additional other than she did, in fact, look at it.
Okay.
And then you're gonna power of love yourself back, like Back to the Future over here.
Oh, yeah. And then I think we're
I
all
just see a
done with that little.
whoosh. My hair just
That's
like
the
flies
whoosh.
in the wind, or from like Yuki's fastness. Like, what was that?
From her ninja-ing around.
Ghost Rider permission to fly by the tower. Okay, so about 30 minutes pass, and then you hear, caroused. Yeah, hang on, let me go get this so I give you the right description of this, dude. Give me 1 second here. Where is it at? So, walking up from the south is a.
Oh, I'm sure Yuki's back. I removed the invisibility so that it doesn't come off when someone's in the room. Once I'm confirmed that Yuki is back.
Okay. So, walking up the hall from the south, that approaches you is a human mage, right? She's a female. She's just wearing red robes with gold trim, and you can see that she has a key ring, hanging from her pocket. And she approaches, and there's 2 dwarf guards with her. And she says, hey, if you're one of the visitors, please get back into the meeting room. I know the guards have let you sit out here, but it's time we have a talk before we let you, talk to one of the prisoners. And, the 2 dwarves walk up, with her, and they look to be stout sort of veterans, right? They've got gray in their beards, and they're nicely and braided. And they all come into the room. You could tell, you would detect, I would say, if you did a basic arcana check, that this is probably somebody who's a mage of some kind, right? Based on the robes and her demeanor. But she says, hey, she introduces herself as Marta Marthanis, and introduces herself as the warden for the prison, and wants to know why you're here and who you want to see.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Marta. I am Perry Sharpleaf. I'm
our
no, I have wizard skills, not much for your own, but we've been hired, you see, to interrogate one of your prisoners and see if we can get some information. Apparently, there's not been much luck for other people, but we have a bit of unorthodox methods.
Husher, can you put that name in the chat?
Marta Mathanis? Yes, I can. Give me 1 second.
That sounds very
Thanks for reminding me.
Our friend here is an expert interrogator, but it's only part of the conversation. We're going to be lying to her quite heavily. And I'm going to be attempting to read her mind, to be simple.
Thank you.
But I think...
Hey, Yuki, thanks for saying that, because I was clicked on you. That's my bad.
It's okay.
It's my bad.
We don't mind if you're present for the interrogation. We just...
Now,
We're
Garmy, I'm... So let's kind of roll it back for a second here. So you were telling Marta...
I'm just
you were here
going right into it.
You're like, but you said that your name is what? Perry Sharpleaf?
Yes.
So I'm going to have to ask you to make a deception.
Oh.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Like, can you bamboozle the warden?
Could I be public or private or blind?
Just do a blind GM roll or whatever, so I can see it.
Oh, I didn't know we were gonna have to deceive this part.
Well, I'm being the only thing I lied about really was my name.
That's the only thing they know so far.
Yeah, the rest of it was truthful, right? The rest of it was
I
truthful.
mean, the rest of it I said we're gonna interrogate. We're gonna lie to her. I might read her mind.
So she ponders for a moment, right? She ponders for a moment and looks at you and says, "Okay, Perry." And so you're here to talk to one of the prisoners. And which prisoner do you want to talk to? What's their name?
I believe it's number 13.
So she ponders and she says, "Okay." She points to one of the dwarfs and says, "Hey, go prepare prisoner 13 to be brought here."
If it'd be possible, I really want my friends to interrogate. I'm not much of an interrogator. I'm an old man. And I'll probably just, if possible, just wait right outside the door if we're using this room. For me to read her mind, I don't necessarily have to be in the same room, but close by.
She kind of ponders it for a moment and says, "Okay, well, we'll have a guard with you as well outside.
That's
you can stand outside the
perfectly
door.
acceptable.
But, and me and one of the other guards will stay inside in case the prisoner becomes dangerous. But I'll be present here."
You could just hide at the top of the stairs and she'd never know.
So I will, if we're gonna be in this room.
He's so little.
Oh,
and it's like 20
it's just
feet in
like,
the air.
He could hide in a fucking toaster. He's so small.
So is the interrogation gonna happen in this room?
Yes, the interrogation will happen. We are in the meeting room right now. We will bring the prisoner to you.
And I'm just going to move myself right to the other side of the door. And I'm going to get a good bead on her as she comes in. Now, DM, question about the wording of the spell, because it's kind of has some weird thing in it.
Can we ponder after I take my dogs outside? Ask away, I'll think about it. My dogs are harassing me to go to the bathroom.
So, in the first paragraph, it says, it says creature is an...
You have to have line of sight.
Any other one creature that you can see.
Something. You have to be able to physically
that first paragraph
see
says I have to see it. However, the second to last paragraph says I can use the spell to detect the presence of creatures that I can't see. As long as there's only 2 inches of metal between us or less. And then once I detect them via that way, then it's like normal. So I just want to clear, because that's the second to last paragraph there. Which is why I was so specific about the side of the door.
Yeah. So like first, if the easiest way to cast it is if it's within 30 feet, you can see it, right?
Yeah, but if it's within 30 feet and I can't see it, then, as long as there's not significant cover, I can detect the mind, and then I've cast it the same way.
As long as it's not within 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of metal, whatever, or a thin sheet of lead.
Yeah.
You can't detect anything with an intelligence of 3. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, you should be. Okay. You can search for the thoughts and be listening, because you're going to be able to go through everybody's kind of thoughts here, right?
Yeah, but I'm not paying attention to anybody else. I'm purely going to be focusing on her.
Oh yeah. Now, give me a minute. I just need to take my dogs outside again. Sure. But yeah, you should be able to work. It's just going to obviously take a second for you to be able to, catch up and be like, oh, that's her thoughts.
Yeah, I need to take a quick break too. Should we just go to a BR back screen, or do you guys want to be entertaining?
Let's go BRB.
BRB.
I need to go
Okay.
to the restroom. Yeah.
All right, guys, we will be right back. Just 5 minutes or so, and we'll see you in 5 minutes or so.
We're Gucci. We're Gucci, fam.
All right, we're Gucci. We're going.
Yeah.
Thank you for holding.
Cool. We're cool here, yo.
Okay,
What about do this?
that's the wrong screen. Here we go. There's the Gims. Hi, the Gims.
Gims.
The Gims.
What are you guys doing? Go. No, go. You guys are fine. Go play with your ice. Go get your ice. No, go.
What, Dad?
I know. We're like, oh, are you busy doing something? Jokers. All right. So we're here back at the prison at the Potaytosaurus FM live on Twitch.
Look, Mom,
Play.
I'm famous.
Ocean's 14 over here. All right. So the warden says, okay, so she sends off one of the guards who goes and brings prisoner 13 to you. Right now, as she passes you, Garmy, she kind of smirks at you, right, kind of smugly, and she's just like, wow, they'll